Yeah, we live. Welcome back to Chalisco Crypto. Guys, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So let's discuss. Let's discuss Bitcoin, let's discuss crypto. Let's see what is happening in the crazy world of crypto, guys. Let's see what is happening in the market. So guys, the Bitcoin and crypto market is still holding strong. So Bitcoin is still trading above $100,000 as of now. So you guys can see Bitcoin is holding between 100 and $3,200, which is fantastic. We show that, so the market is still holding strong. So, which a lot of people are still asking. So, is the bull run? Are we back? Is the bull run back? So, or what is happening in the market? So, we show that at least, so a lot of people are being bullish once again, which is fantastic. So, which we'll be diving into all those headlines. So we'll be looking into the market. And most of the chart, we'll be looking into most of those charts that show that, the market is still heading in the right way. So all you just need to do is to keep using a DCA dollar cost average to keep buying. So, yeah, good evening, my man. How are you guys doing? Good evening, guys. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So, how is the weekend? How is the weekend going over there? So, guys, the market is still holding strong. So quickly, as you guys can see, we head up to almost about $104,000. So it's slightly down with about a few hundreds of dollars. And boom. So most of the altcoins are booming once again. As you guys can see with the 7 days trade. So most of the altcoins are up, and SRP is still up with about 8%. So it's still up with about 60%. So most of the altcoins are up a double digits over the past few days. Even the Litecoin itself is still up. Polkadot is up with about 23%, which is crazy, man. Most of the altcoins are doing fantastic. Yeah, guys, happy weekend. I'm streaming from another studio and I can't see the chat from here. So let me see. I will try my possible best to bring out the chat. So how are you guys doing? Yeah, you're all welcome. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. I hope you guys see the little gift. So I send to you guys the meme coin, which as I was saying. So what we'll be doing next is that next time we'll be doing something great. So I will be investing some a few dollars, hundreds of dollars in some good protocol, and boom, what will happen is that so once it's up with about 345s, and so at least so we'll be able to flip between at least 500 to $1,000 across to you guys. So then back then we decided what to do next. So when we finally do with about 5s with that few hundreds of dollars. So guys, let's dive into the market. As you guys can see, people are being bullish once again. So, the fear and greediness is slightly up once again. As you guys can see, it's above 71. So, just like as I said, we'll be looking most of those headlines that cover that, the market is on track. So, you guys don't have to be scared. So, guys, you guys can see it over here that the fear and greediness is above 71 again. We show that people are being greedy once again. So, this is the power of FOMO. So each time the market is slightly up, people being FOMOing into the market once again. Yesterday, the Bitcoin dominance was between how many yesterday? Between about 63%. So today it dropped down to 62.3%. So this shows that money is now flowing into the altcoin. Just like as I always say, so each time the market pop up so hard and it take a little break, we just have some pullback, boom, you will see that the altcoin will start booming once again, just like as you guys can see on the as you guys can see that most of the altcoins are doing fantastic. So guys, if you have any questions, always drop it on the chat. Always try and share the stream with your friends and family so they could be able to learn about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So, and you guys can see, so over the past few years, so Bitcoin has been one of the best performing assets. So, guys, as you guys can see on this headline over here, so the big boys, they keep buying. people like El Salvador. So from Bitcoin magazine, you can see it over here that El Salvador just bought another huge amount of Bitcoin. So the as I always say, so even if the countries they realize that Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. So even if as Bitcoin is still trading above $100,000, they keep buying, they keep accumulating using a dollar cost average. That is one of the way to keep buying. So you can see that with the chart over here is skyrocketing. So the chart over here is showing that so the El Salvador has been buying with just no stop. It's been like a rocket ship over the past few months, so which you guys can see. It looks like a rocket ship. So they keep buying and buying. Yeah, how are you guys doing? Guys, I will be looking into those of don't be scared. So we'll be looking into all those data that show that so where we should be heading to next. So as you guys can see on my screen over there, that chart over there, not just that chart. So there's a lot of charts, so which we'll be looking into today. So we show that we'll be looking into some metric like the previous cycle. So what happened in the previous cycle, we'll be comparing it to this cycle. So to see what will be happening next. So guys, look at this tweet over here. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see this. This is a tweet from, Peter Schiff. As you all know, Peter Schiff is a gold investor and he has been criticizing Bitcoin over the past few years, say that, Bitcoin is going to zero. So this is to prove to you that, Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. We don't know where. So all you just need to do is to keep accumulating. So this is November 2019. So this is a tweet from Peter Schiff. So back then, Bitcoin was down 2019. So that was when Bitcoin did back down to like about, from because 2020, so 2019, 2020, that was when Bitcoin head up, 2020/2021, that was when we head up to like $64,000. So 2019, Bitcoin dropped down to between about $15,000. So So what happened is that so you can see this tweet from Peter Schiff. He said that he said you should keep dreaming. So Bitcoin will never go to $100,000, but as of today, Bitcoin is trading above $100,000 today. So this is a tweet from Peter Schiff. Peter Schiff was saying that Bitcoin will never head up to $100,000, but okay, where are we today? So Bitcoin is above $100,000 as of today. Bitcoin is trading at $103,000. So that is because he never still believe in Bitcoin. So if Peter Schiff have invested 1% of his net worth into Bitcoin, 2011, if 2011 when Bitcoin was still trading between $1, as of today, he may have been one of the richest man on this planet because he discovered Bitcoin early. But one thing I still say is that Peter Schiff is so smart. So don't be surprised that Peter Schiff, he has been buying Bitcoin. So and he's just praying that he's just doing like maybe he does not know and he's not smart. So he's so smart. So Peter Schiff have been buying Bitcoin he may have been buying Bitcoin over the past few years. So that is because one thing is that if he tell his gold investors that he's buying Bitcoin, that he know that they will sell all their gold and start buying Bitcoin, and he does not want that to happen. So I think that that is why he pray like he know nothing about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin will never go to $100,000. So even if January when we still head up to almost about $109,000, the market was slightly down. So a day like today, you guys can see that the market is up once again, which is fantastic. So we show that all you just need to do is to keep using a DCA dollar cost average, and in a long run for sure the market will be booming once again. So guys, this nicely show that even if a Coinbase, which we all know that they hold a huge amount of Bitcoin. These are data so that Coinbase may have been buying Bitcoin. So and you guys see that even if the CEO of Coinbase, which is Brian Armstrong, he had an interview recently when he was saying that so Bitcoin, he has been one of the best performing assets over the past few years, and they will keep buying for sure. So which I have a clip of it over here. Let me see if you guys are, if you guys can hear it. So this during this interview, so this is just a short clip, which is still not even up to a minute. So when I was asking him that, so how what do you, so if you do believe in Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin is a good investment asset, so which I just need, you guys just need to listen to him just between, it's not even up to a minute, guys.
I think it's clear at this point that Bitcoin is a better form of money than gold. It is perfectly scarce, just like gold, but it's more portable and divisible. So you can actually use it. Has higher utility, I would say, and it was the best performing asset of the last 10 years. And so, for store value, I think it's going to be important for governments to hold this over time. It may not. It might start with being 1% of their reserves, but I think over time it'll come to be equal to or greater than gold reserves. Okay, great. Well, let's go to the next question.
You guys can hear it very clear that Bitcoin is the better form of money, and it has been one of the best performing assets over the past few years. This is one thing what I always say, that over the past few years, Bitcoin has been one of the best performing assets, which is for sure. You can't doubt that. So that is why, even if most of the analysts believe that they may have been buying, so for sure, so Bitcoin has been the best form of money over the past few years. You all know that our buying power, which is the government money, so it has been going down in value over the past few years. We show that, one of the best ways is for you to invest in a strong asset like Bitcoin in order for you to hedge against inflation. So to hedge against inflation, so you have to invest in a strong asset like Bitcoin. So please, to hedge against inflation, if you have held $100 in back over the past few years, a day like today, so it will be worth between about $75. That is because even if your $100 will still be there, but your buy powers will be down. So guys, this chart over here, this data. So we know just about few weeks ago, less between a month now. So when we did back down to like between $74,000, we hit a good resistance over there, which I also showed you guys that so at least we may be booming up from then. Boom. At least today we are trading between not just this data, so which I will be also showing you guys another headline, another data which still cover this. So as of now, we are trading between $103,000. So we still show that so the next we may be able to head up to the next resistance, which will take up to between $120,000 to $130,000. But as I always say, is that you guys know you can't predict the market 100%. So even if when most of the data are saying that so the market is heading higher, so what you just need to do is to keep using a DCA dollar cost average. So even if you are in profit, take profit is very, very important. So the market may dip back down anytime soon. So what am I saying? I'm now trying to let you guys know that the market is going down tomorrow. No, so you all know that you can't predict the market. So most of the data are still saying that we are still in bull run. So which we all know that the bull run is not over, and history is still on our side. So don't think that so maybe the market will never go down. So try to make sure you take profit if you are in profit. So guys, this takes us to this other headline over here, this data over here. So we show that so the previous bull cycle and the present bull cycle. So because this is where we are right now. This is the bull cycle between 2017 2018. So you guys can see that this is the final rally, which is the final run. So this is the final rally which we had between 2017 2018. So which we did back down. So and from then we head back up. And this was between 2020 2021. So which was the previous cycle, the previous all-time high, which we head up to $64,000. So you guys can see it over here. And right now we are here, which is 2025. We did back down to this $74,000. Now we are coming back up. So which may be able to take us to at least between $120,000 to $130,000 in this present cycle. So which make us say that okay, you don't have to be scared. So Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. So you guys can see that most of the data are saying that so we should still be heading up higher. So we are still in the bull market. So you don't have to be scared. So all you just need to do is to keep using DCA dollar cost average. And if you are in If you are in profit, try to make sure you take profit. So, guys, most of you guys, so if you receive the meme coin, if you are not seeing it on your portfolio, so I know because most of you guys did not receive the same amount. That is because it depends on how depends on how you always tune in and how you always share the stream. So, if you receive the meme coin, you are not seeing it on your portfolio, head up to your this thing, which is your Jupiter, and connect your wallet. So and search on the 2K, which I showed you guys the other day. For sure, you will see it. If you have any question, leave it on the chat. I will try my possible best to at least to answer them. But just like as I was saying, so if you have sent the meme coin to you guys, so if you have not, if you can't see it on your wallet, so in as far you are using a decentralized wallet, so if you can't see it on your wallet, so head up to Jupiter, connect your wallet to Jupiter for sure. If you want to sell, so you may be able to swap it. That is when you will be able to swap it for sure. So if you still want to head up to it, so that if the market is up, you will be able to sell it in a higher price. Good. So let's see what next. So guys, this takes us to this headline over here. So Vice President J.D. Vance, which is the Vice President of the United States, so he will be speaking in a Bitcoin conference in the next few weeks. So which is fantastic. So which will be listening to him, we'll be hearing what he will be saying about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, which we all know that this present administration, they are so much bullish about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So President Trump is bullish about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Last year, during his campaign, he was in a Bitcoin conference 2024. So this year, so Bitcoin Conference 2025, so which the Vice President will be attending, so which we all know now that President Trump for sure is so much busy, so he may not be attending the Bitcoin Conference. I should have been there, but one or two things is on my heart, so but I will try my possible best to cover that. So guys, let's see what next. Robert Kiyosaki says that this is fake money for Bitcoins, gold, and silver. Even if for sure, so Robert Kiyosaki has been bullish about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, not just today. So what Robert Kiyosaki says that the fake money, which is the fiat, the government money, you have to invest it in a strong asset like Bitcoin, gold, and silver, which I did not even, to me, I won't even add gold and silver. That is because, I'm so much bullish about Bitcoin, so which I will not even include gold and silver. So I always say who want to invest. If, for example, you are between about at least 50 to 60 years old, at least you want to invest. Yes, you can invest in gold and silver, but not like between our age. So who want to make a good amount in profit, a good amount profit. So you will be investing in gold and silver. So even if in the past between a decade, gold is still not up with about 10%. So and Bitcoin is still up with 130 something million percent just between a decade, which show that Bitcoin is the better, is being the better asset than silver and gold. So the best way to go is to keep investing in Bitcoin and gold. Is to keep investing in Bitcoin, not even gold and silver. So guys, this headline over here, Sailor, which is the CEO of a strategy, so who keep buying and buying and buying Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Seller is saying that Bitcoin has still not head up to 150,000 yet. That is because, we still have, the weak heart in the crypto space. Like, for example, people who are just coming into the space, people who are just coming into the space that they can't hold for a long term. So that is why Bitcoin haven't still head up to between $150,000 here. Yeah, that is because a lot of people are being scared. So not everybody have a strong heart. That is why the market, there is always opportunity in the crypto space. So there are people who are willing to sell even when they are in loss. So there are also people who are willing to buy. So even when they are in loss. So it goes the other way around. You always go between the two way around. The best way to make money in crypto is to buy when there is blood in the market, even when it is your own blood. So when the market is in red, that is one of the best time to buy, even when it is your own blood. So what does that mean is that even if when you are in loss, So that is the best time to buy. So just like about a few weeks ago, when the Bitcoin did back down to $74,000, I said, "Whoa, this is a good time to buy to keep accumulating." So which it was true. It was a good time to buy to accumulate Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So as always, you don't have to be scared. All you just need to do is to keep buying using a DCA dollar cost average, guys, so that when the market is up, you will be in a huge amount of profit. So that is one of the best way to keep accumulating Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So you will be in profit whenever the market is. So you'll be in profit whenever the market is up. Let me bring out. Okay. Yeah, keep leave your question on the chat, guys. So Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. You don't have to be scared. So, guys, Gemini scored a huge EU's approval to launch cryptos delivered across EU. So, as you guys can see, even if most of the exchange, they are still working so hard to at least to bring. They are working so hard to launch their exchange in different countries. So, which as you guys can see, Gemini, they are now still working so hard to at least to bring a delivery trading in Europe. And not just that, I also heard that Germany also offer between almost about 4 to 5% in their card, for example, which is in which is almost about 5% in their debit card, man. Which is crazy. Which made me look into my BYBIT account about a few minutes ago. I have about between about a reward of about 8,679 points. So which worth about $17. This is cashback, which is about. I also hear that Gemini offer about how much, about 5 to 6% of about their cashback. So we show that Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. So guys, this if would you even want to withdraw your money to bank? Let's say, for example, if you are using a Gemini or you are using a BYBIT, all you just need to do is to request from for you to request for their debit card. So as you guys can see, for example, my total cashback now is worth about $141. So total cashback. Let's say, for example, I spend $1,000, so they will give me between about a 1% back. So for my spending. So once you are using their debit card. So and if you withdraw to bank, so if you are using your bank card, so they will be debiting you. You have to pay fee. But in crypto space, it does not work like that. So they will give you cash back for once you are spending your crypto, which is fantastic. So I say, guys, so this is $141. If you are watching from Nigeria, that is what about 250,000 just between because of for using their debit card. So this is cashback of about $140. So which is crazy. So we show that Bitcoin Web3 is here to change the financial system, man. So which is fantastic. So guys, quickly let's see this over here. The tariff war is still not over yet, as you guys can see. So the tariff war is still not over, as you guys can see. Let me. The tariff war is still not over, guys. So the first China's flight ships goods to hit between almost about 140% for the Trump's tariff as he arrived, which is crazy. So we all know that President Trump, at first, he implemented 145% tariff in China. And after China retaliated, boom, Trump he add another 100%. So now he cut 100% out from it. So 145% tariff, they said it just hit China's goods, which is crazy. We show that, the tariff war is still not over yet. Let's quickly see this over here. So let's come back to the market. Most of the altcoins are still doing good. So as you guys can see, you guys just saw the headlines, which show that the market is still on track. So all you just need to do is to keep using DCA, guys, dollar cost average. So you'll be able to accumulate more Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So whenever the market is up again, so we'll be in profits. See, you guys can see Bitcoin still holding strong between 103,000 $400, which is crazy. Our target next is $109,000. Full breaker. This support over here between we will have a strong support between this world at $4,000. We just need a good buy. A good buy will take us to $109,000, man. Just a good buy will take us back from here to $109,000. And you guys know that Bitcoin can add about at least about $1,000 in profit a day. So which we all know that. So what you just need to do is to keep using a dollar cost average. Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. SRP is still trading $2.41, which you guys can see it on the screen. And Solana is trading between $171.66, which is fantastic. So just put your question on the chat. So let's do a little bit of Q&A. So we call it a day. So you guys should go and enjoy the weekend, guys. Yeah, good evening, Sita. How are you doing? Good evening. Favor, how are you guys doing? Greetings, man. Greetings. I've sent the. You are welcome. You are welcome, Favor. Thank God you're receiving. Okay, miraculous. You guys are welcome. You guys are welcome. You guys are welcome. Great boy, you are welcome. This is the power of Web3. Web3 is for us to support each other. So Bitcoin and crypto is here to change the world. So we are family when it comes to at least in Web3. It's not like the government which keep printing more money, headless money, so spreading headless money and cause inflation up and down. Yeah, it will be massive. So once the market started booming once again, at least you guys can see that the market. B2 B2 do which what coin is that? Put no. Is it a meme coin? You guys are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Yeah, the demand and supply is very, very important. One thing is that we all know that the big boys they just start accumulating, and for sure, in the next few years, the US they added just a few months ago, which you guys was here when they added the Bitcoin to their reserve. They haven't started buying yet. They only add which is the $207,000 Bitcoin. No, 207, yeah, 207,000 Bitcoin, which was between about 20 billion countries holding Bitcoin. This is it over here. So the US are still holding their 207,000 Bitcoin, which is now what about just about a month ago it was between 80 billion. So now Bitcoin is up. It's now what about 21 billion, $21 billion, 21 billion 426 million. So this is the Bitcoin which FBI confiscated from hackers a few years ago, and which President Joe Biden was already selling them. And when US add Bitcoin to their reserve, they decide to add this Bitcoin. So they won't be selling those one anytime soon, and they will start buying, and they will be buying 1 million Bitcoin, which even if which is Brian Armstrong say it during this a short clip which I played to you guys just now. He said that he thinks that the US will be holding, they will be buying between 600 billion, 600 billion Bitcoin, $600 billion in Bitcoin. So which is crazy. No, he said that $60 billion, 60 billion in Bitcoin. So is it possible? 622, even if the total market cap of gold is $22 billion. So let me see. 600, he said 600 billion. That is what he's saying over here. Coinbase CEO said that The US will be owing between the government. Okay, the US government will be owing over about $600 billion in 600 billion. Those guys are so bullish, man. I think that I made a mistake. It says $600 billion in Bitcoin. Say the US government, in the next few years, they will be struggling to own about $600 billion in Bitcoin, which is crazy. That will take Bitcoin $600 billion in Bitcoin, at least, even if Bitcoin own a market cap of $600 billion, which we all know that it will take Bitcoin at least to almost about millions of dollars of just a Bitcoin, which is crazy. Yeah, dollar cost average, using dollar cost average is the best strategy, not just Bitcoin, even if most of your favorite altcoin. So which I see at least before the end of the year, at least maybe in the fourth quarter, the market may be slightly going down. So me myself, I will start this year. I will start buying. So I will make an open portfolio then, which one which I will make one portfolio public, which you guys will be seeing at least what I will be added to that specific. What even if everything that I will be buying in my in my private portfolio, I will be buying them at least on that public portfolio. So you guys will be seeing what I will be buying there. So it's not a financial advice. That is what I've been working over the past few years. So people who make money in crypto are not traders, are people who buy Bitcoin and hold for a long term. So those are people who make money in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So if you guys can see, those are people who make money in crypto. So people who DCA into their portfolio for a long run. Imagine if you have bought $10 Bitcoin when a Bitcoin was trading between a dollar. Even if as of today you still be holding almost about $800,000 for just $10 investment between at least between how many years? Between about 12 years, which is crazy. Wow. Favor, you have been DCA and I've been using in Binance. That is great. That is great. That is great. That is great. That is one of the best way to accumulate wealth using a DCM. Even if me, I do the same. I take profit when the market is up. The market is already way too up. So now, even if the market is still way too up, so it's still. If you ask me, as I always say, if you ask me today, so should I? Am I expecting Bitcoin to go up to like, if I'm expecting Bitcoin, if I want Bitcoin to go up to 130,000, even if most of the data say that Bitcoin should be going up to $130,000, if you are asked, as for me, I prefer Bitcoin to go to $50,000 before going up to $130,000. That is an opportunity for us to accumulate more Bitcoin. So I know people will be bearish when the market is going down. That is because those people, they are just coming into the market or they don't know how the market works. But as for me, I've been here for a while because I will prefer the market to even stay between this $100,000 or dip back down for a long term so that I will be able to buy. That's because it's an opportunity. So to be able to accumulate more before, because I know for sure the market will go up. It will just take a time. So for sure, Bitcoin and crypto will go up in value. So in as far you are holding a good altcoin, so those one that has usage, like for example, Solana, you guys can see most of the NFTs are built on Solana, even if Ethereum too. Ethereum was trading between 1,008 just about a few weeks ago. Today it's trading between 3,000, just about 2 days ago when the market was up. Ethereum was trading between 2,000, almost 2,500. Even if as of today, it's still booming once again, man. Let's quickly look at Ethereum is trading between almost about 2005 once again. You guys can see. As of now, it's trading between Ethereum is between $2,461. So we show that for sure most of those altcoins, those ones that have usage, they will come back up each time the market is each time the market start moving once again. Bitcoin dominant drop down between 2%, but most of the altcoin are already popping. Imagine Bitcoin dominant drop down with like about 5 to 10%. So you guys know what it will. Yeah, it dipped down to 1,800 about a few weeks ago. Yeah, a few weeks ago, I was trading around the 1,800, but as of today, it's now trading between $2,865. So imagine if you had been this year, today you will be up with in a huge percentage. So, guys, don't forget, you are smart and intelligent with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency for sure. We will all achieve a financial freedom. So all you just need to do is to keep using DCA dollar cost average so that each time the market is back up, we will be in profit. We will be able to take profit. So I will see you all tomorrow. I will try my best to always see stream tomorrow, which I'm not sure about that. So that's why you need to turn on your notification bell. Try always say smart the like, guys. So and don't forget, so the next giveaway it will be huge. So which I will tell you guys when it will happen. So that one at least. So what I want to do now is to invest some money into the crypto space. So when it's up when it's up and then so people who always tune in and who always share the stream. So those are the people at least we know how we will be able to at least to make sure that those people this money they will be able to give in to them so they will be able to at least people who always tune in so that they will be able to at least get that money. So guys, I will see you all tomorrow 6 p.m. Central European time. So turn on the notification bell so that when I'm live, you guys will get notified. Be smart. Don't forget, you are as always you are smart and intelligent, and with Bitcoin and crypto for sure, we shall all achieve a